Okay. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming to this first PyCon Latam here in Mexico. It's a pleasure for me to have the opportunity to talk here and share with you all the things related to Python, the community, and what makes the things better for us. So, hello, everyone. First of all, I want to talk about what is this talk about. This talk is not about using this small analogy. So with about wrestling. So I was talking with a friend, and I told him wrestling is just two persons fighting on a ring, and he said no, it's not just two persons fighting. So there's a small story for everyone. Which using a mask or things like that. So this talk is not about fighting between tools or workflows or packages or things like that. So don't expect me sharing like use this tool or use another tool. So don't expect it's a fight. I also don't expect sharing crazy things for your workflow. So I want to try to keep things very simple. This talk is about understanding the principles about Python packaging. So and what things is included in all the history with the objective to make it Python packaging very easy. But also, this talk is about finding your inner self, because maybe we have the idea that packaging in Python is crazy, to have a lot of things. Same as Nacho Libres, it's a movie, very cool. He has to find himself in his path to become firing wrestling. So it's same for us. It has to find ourselves in our path to be Python packaging more easy. So my name is Oscar Cortez. I work for a company named Landish. We work as a Python and Django developer, doing support and things like that. You can find me on Twitter as like that. And I come from Nicaragua, so it's been a very, very long flight, but it's been fun and totally worth it, the opportunity to be here. Also, I want a small space to talk about Python community in Nicaragua. So this is not just for me. This is for all the people behind Python Nicaragua in this talk. So please give applause to all the people in Python Nicaragua for helping me to be here and share about Python packaging with you guys. So please give an applause to all the people. There is a few stickers, I don't know, into last year. So if you pick one or one another sticker, I have a few here. So cool. So please take a sticker and share the love about Python. So okay, I'm going to talk about Python packaging without pain, obviously. So that's my title. And I promise that it will be without pain. So I'm going to start asking a few questions. So please raise your hands if you know what is pip. Okay, it's perfect. Have you ever submitted Python packages? Okay, so there's people. So when I was trying to understand about Python packaging and the people that make packages, I asked myself about why people don't publish new packages. So it's the same people that have a bunch of packages maintained by herself. So I asked myself, friends, community, people on Twitter, few forums, why people don't publish new package. So trying to put everything in most simple way, I just concluded in three simple things. So maybe this is because Python contains batteries included. So we have a very, very long standard library. So if you attended also the last PyCon in the US, you'll probably understand the last thing about data classes in Python 3.7 and Python attributes package. So you will probably understand why people don't create new packages, because there is the standard library try to include everything. But it doesn't seem true. This doesn't seem to be true. Packaging in Python has been growing since the first day we have the opportunity to create new package. And we have like 100 packages per day submitted to PyPI. So it is still growing. Probably we will reach a big number. So I don't think the standard library is killing us. Maybe because packaging is hard. Well, probably it's hard because you have to learn a lot of new things, understand a lot of new technical words, things that make it complex, like what does distribute, what is virtualenv, what is PyProject, TOML, what is package data, what is makefile. So there's a lot of things that if you are coming to the Python world or trying to create a simple package, it's a very, very complex for people. But always the community has done to make this more easy, and released a few packages or tools to make these things easy. So like ppen, poetry, cookie curer, hatch, flitch, etc. And also we have the Python packaging authority group that, do you know that we have a guide about packaging in Python, which is pretty easy and it's very good. And also we have a simple example project about packaging in Python. So we always have things for start creating new packages. You can check a sample project from PyPI here. So please take a moment to thank all the community on Twitter, on GitHub, or in person if you know someone, to say thank you for making things more easy in these years. But also, some people doesn't know that that they can create a package, because they think that these things just relate on people who have strong knowledge about Python, or the gods Python can create Python package. So no, you can do it also. Any beginner in Python can create simple packages. So I'm going to start talking about what is Python packaging. I'm going to use this small info by my friend Dustin Ingram. So he defines Python packaging in two simple things. First thing is getting the code you wrote. So it's like the things that you already made to the people that want it, using the same language you wrote for the package. So it's simple, what is Python packaging? So using these three smaller relationships, we can define that packaging is like Legos. We will find a figure using different pieces of software, but sometimes we just need a couple of 10 Legos. So trying to find the perfect Lego take a moment to understand what we need. For that moment, we need to understand different phases of distribution. So the first phase in distribution is development your package. So we are working in the code using version control system, creating our Python files or distribution files. The next phase is creating a source distribution, which is, we'll know later what is source distribution in Python. Then we try to build our source distribution. Then this source distribution becomes a binary distribution. And finally, we install the files from our packages into our target system using virtualenv or whatever you want to use for manage Python packages. And finally, you end in executing the packages that you have installed in your system. So also, there is a few terminology that you need to understand about Python packaging. So the first thing is about setup tools, which also include AC install. So if you have been in Python for long years, so you know that first we have AC install, then we have distribute, then we have setup tools, and in some moment, setup tools become the de facto standard for creating new package. So there's another thing that people trying to confuse sometimes. There's a project. So a project is a simple collection of multiple resources. A project can be a library, framework, script, plugin, application, collection of data, or other resources. So a project can be like Django as a framework, like Flask, or a simple Taco package, something like that. Python projects will have unique names, so there's the point for you have to register your own package name, and you don't have the opportunity to create two package names with the same name. There is package, which is a container different models, so you can have, for example, following with Django. Django is your project, and you have the packages that, in this case, could be models. So models package contain different models. So a model is a simple, basic unit of code for reusability in Python. Is our attempt to keep less stuff in human memory, trying to code in less, scrolling less, and trying to know exactly where to look when you have to find a particular thing, breaking big problems into smaller ones. A model can be in two types of models. There is a pure model. There is a model which is written in low-level language in Python, like C, C++ for Python, or Java for Jython, for example. And there's the extension model that is just a Python model that is written in Python itself, a single PEA file. But I just want to share my code. What do I need to do? Well, if you want to share your code, you can share it via USB, which will be also works. You can share via email, which can also work, sending your code to a friend in your email. Or you can put your code in your personal website. So it doesn't matter. You can share your code. We have a lot of tools, a lot of farms to share our code. But the thing can be dangerous. So please use PyPI, also known as the cheesy shop. So here's how the PyPI looks like. And also use PyPI testing instance first. Does look like this, and will save you hours of testing how your package looks like. So what do I need for create a Python packages? I'm going to try to keep here the thing simple. So for that reason, I'm going to use the term MVP So our minimal viable Python package. So how does this minimal viable Python package look like? The first thing that we need is a model. That in this case is a simple Python file. We don't want to use C or Java for this. We don't need we need a README file for documentation and things. We can also add a manifest that our interpreter in Python for packaging will know what things to include in our packages, but we don't want to know this at the moment. And we will need also set up a script for showing what the things to do when you are creating a package. Also, we can add documentation, CI, CD, test, or a demo for package. So how my package will look like. So you have a small Latam packages here, and you have the README file, setup file, and my model file that is named Taco. So the most important thing here is our setup py file, which is the file that defines how we have to build our package. Okay, so it looks perfect. So we have here a setup file, which contains a lot of instructions. So how we will have to use our package, like the name, the version, the description, the author, the keywords, and here's a few things, name it PyModels, and there's two things that you can choose here, packages or models. So You can use specify packages like directories or using find packages from setup tools. Or if you only have a file for your packages, you can use PyModules. And you probably it will save a lot of hours, like and doing not things like not like this, for example. Oh. Oh. So here's a small package that I have. That is just simple. Just returns the postal code from Nicaragua. So if you see what this package does is this file. And it's fine, but we can move this file to a simple Python module and stop doing things like this, for example, which looks sometimes very hardly, for example. So choose okay. So choose the term that fits better for you. Also, please use Markdown markup. If you don't know this, will save you hours also. So if we have long description using Markdown file, use long description content type using text Markdown, and it will render directly in PyPI just as Markdown. So you don't have to learn things about other file extension like RST or things like that. Also, please add classifiers to make the people life easier. That looks like this. Classifiers are used for pip to share some metadata about your package. In this case, this package is only compatible with Python 3 license under MIT license. And you can add a lot of classifiers in this. You can find a lot of classifiers in this URL that will help people to locate your package using this kind of filters in PyPI. What is the best classifier? Obviously, private unit ulob. Will save your team hours, and you will not publish things that you have to publish. Also use develop mode in local environments. So there's a big difference installing your packages as standalone or as develop mode. So with this option, you can simply edit your packages on the fly, and you don't have to install every time you have to do a change, for example. So it's like live reload, for example. So let's go. Let's share the code. First, we need a source distribution, which is a format usually created based on setup.py that provides metadata on the essential transfer files for installing things for tools like pip or ppm, something like that. It is basically a zip file that contains the things that necessary we need for builder file. Source distribution are named as dist. We have also build distributions. There is a format that contains metadata only for that will tell our packaging tool to move the file to correct location on your target system. So we use bitswill for this command, and it looks like this. So when we execute setup.py, sds, and bitswill, this creates two files in our this folder. And finally, it's time to upload our packages to the Python package index. So remember, always use the PyPI testing instance first. And we use a small package for uploading our packages, name it twine, that make it more easier for load your packages. So if we want to load our packages to test PyPI instance, You have to only need to specify the repository URL, and that's easy. Now we can find our project in test.py, that is, as name it, not taco. And now we can test if everything works together, installing the PyPI testing instance in our packages. So I'm here installing not taco packages from test.py, and this package was simply uses to tell you if an emoji is a taco or not taco. So here, the first example, I have a burrito, which is not a taco. And if everything works together, we have to only do twine upload that dist, and we don't need to specify the repository URL in this case because it's de facto upload to production PyPI. What is the future about Python packaging? There is a few PEPs about Python, PEP 517, that provides a specific way to execute build tool, so we don't have to render or tell how to build our packages in different systems, or things like that. And also there's PEP 518 that specify how to write Python software packages and the things that we need to do for build dependencies in there. This PEP is also in share for the new file named pyproject.ml file. So if you want to use setup.py or pyproject.ml, you can pick whatever fits better for you. If you're wondering which tool to use, first ask yourself what you are trying to achieve. If you are creating if you need to use a dependency manager or a distribution builder, if you are programming a library or an application, if you need to support older setups, so fits a tool that fits better for your workflow, and try to keep things simple. So thank you everyone for being in this talk. And if someone have a question about Python packaging and how to make it easier or want to create a package, happy to answer them. You can also answer in Spanish or if you want.
¿Alguna pregunta?
¿Todo quedó claro?
Oye, expusiste muy bien, Oscar. Ok, pues, ¿alguna recomendación para los participantes que les gustaría ahondar en ese tema, Oscar?
Si alguien quiere crear un paquete en Python, intenten seguir la manera más sencilla. No crean todo lo que sale en el internet, de que dicen que el empaquetamiento en Python es súper complejo. Y elijan siempre la herramienta que se adapte mejor a su workflow, a su manera de trabajo, ya sea Pipem, ya sea Flitch, ya sea Poetry. Lo que se adapte mejor a su manera de trabajar es lo que va a hacer el empaquetamiento en Python mucho más sencillo. No hay una forma específica de decirte que el empaquetamiento en Python, siguiendo estos simples pasos, es sencillo, porque tal vez para mí crear un archivito y escribir el código es mucho más fácil que para alguien solo ejecutar 1, 2, 3 comandos. Entonces, elijan la herramienta que consideren más idónea para su manera de cómo trabajan.
Hola Oscar, muy buena ponencia. Oye, te quisiera preguntar, ¿tú qué recomendarías para ciertas situaciones en donde los desarrolladores de los paquetes dejan de mantener el paquete? Entonces tú les mandas parches, por ejemplo, para actualizar del Python 2.7 que lleva a deprecarse a Python 3 y no te pelan. Entonces lo que pasa es que ese paquete a final de cuentas se vuelve obsoleto. ¿Okay? Con un pequeño parche que no te están haciendo caso, puedes actualizar el paquete para que soporte nuevas versiones. Ahí, ¿qué recomendación sigues? Además de que una vez contactar al desarrollador, hacer tu pull request, convendría hacer un fork con otro nombre del mismo paquete poniéndole _ Python 3. ¿Tú qué recomendarías?
Sí, buena pregunta. Obviamente depende mucho de cómo te atienda el creador original del paquete. Contando una experiencia que me pasó hace poquito, hay una persona que creó un paquete que se llama pip init, Y entonces yo hace como un par de semanas dije, oye, ¿por qué no hacemos pip espacio init y creé un paquete de Python? O sea, al final ocupamos pip para instalar paquetes, pip debería funcionar para crear paquetes. Esto es lógica, ¿no? Y entonces encuentro que el tipo ya tenía el paquete y digo como que, bueno, que voy a mandarle un parche. Entonces le mando un correo y como que sí, ya no estoy manteniendo el paquete y no tengo intención de liberarlo a la comunidad y voy a dejar que se quede ahí. O sea, el paquete solo soporta Python 2. Entonces, en ese caso, cuando la persona te dice como que no tiene nada que hacer, lo mejor es crear una alternativa, forkearlo o publicar un nuevo paquete. Pero depende mucho también de cómo te reciba el desarrollador en este caso para su paquete. La mayoría son buenos, así que siempre hay que mandar pull requests y ayudar a la comunidad.
Gracias.
Ok, ¿alguna otra?
¿Qué tal? Yo te quería preguntar, ¿tú qué área de oportunidad o qué te gustaría que existiera en PyPI para hacer el desarrollo de paquetes más fácil?
Oh, buena pregunta. Bueno, una de las cosas que siempre me ha gustado en PyPI y que todavía no tenemos es de que no hay namespaces para tener paquetes. Entonces, si tienes una compañía o tienes una persona que tiene muchos paquetes, no hay como un namespace de, digamos, Oscar / mi paquete favorito. Entonces, eso es una cosa que me gustaría y ayudaría bastante a las personas como a centralizar en ciertos puntos los paquetes. Pero también sería interesante que la comunidad, en este caso Python Packaging Authority Group, dijera como esta es como la manera que creemos más eficiente que puedan ocupar, y si eso te funciona, pues ocúpalo, si no, puedes elegir otro paso. Entonces, por eso hay proyectos como Sample Project de PyPI, está la guía de empaquetamiento en Python que lo hace más sencillo, pero localizar el contenido es muy importante también, y si alguien se quiere rifar a traducir la guía de empaquetamiento en Python a español, sería bueno que por aquí saliera la iniciativa también.
Bien, pues un aplauso, excelente plática.
Gracias, y si alguien quiere más stickers de Python Nicaragua, por aquí ando o me buscan ahí en el salón. Un abrazo a todos.